Hello and welcome back to TK's Bar. I'm your host Tessa and today we're making simple syrups. Okay, hello and welcome back. So today we are making long-awaited simple syrups. So we've got our regular simple syrup, we're going to be making our Demerara syrup, and we're going to be making strawberry syrup. Starting off with our simple syrup, this is just going to be our white simple syrup. It's probably going to be the one that most of you guys know of and the one that I use most on this channel. This is the easiest one to make. Well, that's not true. They're all pretty easy, but this one, as the name suggests, it is simple syrup, so it's very simple and easy to make. The two ingredients that you're going to need for this, is just going to be your sugar and your hot water. Today I've got Rogers white sugar and we're just going to use a cup of this and we're just going to pour it into here, hopefully.
Okay, I'll mix it in.
Sorry guys, I'm having some difficulty. I probably should have thought this one through. So we're just using a cup of our sugar. So I've got a cup of hot water here that I had boiled, and we're just going to throw that in too. As the name suggests, this is a 1-to-1 simple syrup, so it's going to be 1 part sugar, 1 part water. You could do that with any measurement you want. You could do like half a cup of sugar, half a cup of water, however you want to do it. But if you're using hot water, this is going to dissolve way faster than if you're using cold water. You still can if it's a 1-to-1 sugar water ratio, but it's going to take a lot longer, so I suggest boiling your water. And then if you wanted to make a 2-to-1 ratio, 2 parts sugar, 1 part water, you're going to want to boil that water as well, and actually just boil the sugar into it, because it's going to take a lot more to dissolve that much sugar. And that simple syrup, like a 2-to-1 simple syrup, is really good for if you're wanting a bit more of a richer simple syrup, less watered down, you know. But today we're just making a 1-to-1. And yeah, and I've got my spoon here and I'm just going to stir this in a little bit, but I bought this one with a cap because you can just throw this on and shake it up, and that's going to dissolve it as well. So I highly suggest getting like a mason jar or something kind of like this, so then you can just shake it up and dissolve it that way, because I think it's more fun. This is like how I normally shake it. Okay, so as you can see, it's almost all mixed in. I'm just gonna let it sit for a sec and put this aside, and we'll get started on the next one. The next one's gonna be our Demerara syrup. So this one's just gonna be almost the exact same thing. It's gonna be 1-to-1, so 1 part Demerara sugar and 1 part hot water. So the Demerara sugar is basically brown sugar. It's just a little bit coarser, I think. And this is gonna give your cocktails a bit more of a caramelly flavor, and just a little bit of richness and an extra dimension rather than using the simple syrup. So if you like that taste, I would highly suggest making this, and super easy. We're gonna take our Demerara sugar and open the pack first. I really like the smell of this sugar. We're gonna grab a cup of our Demerara sugar now. Okay, so now we've got a cup of our Demerara sugar. We're just gonna put that in here, into our glass.
Yeah, brown sugar is cooler than white sugar. Just like the texture of it. And everything I find tastes cooler. And I think it like tastes better.
But it's not a competition. Then we're gonna add our boiling water, 1 cup of our boiling water. Like a lot less than the other one, but anyways, then we're just gonna mix that in. Okay, so then we've got our Demerara sugar here. You can't see, but all the sugar is dissolved. This looks like coffee, but what I was gonna say is that you can use this as any of these sweeteners in any sort of drinks. They don't have to be in cocktails. Like sometimes I use these to sweeten my teas and stuff like that. So it's actually a good thing to just have on hand if you're into sugar-y things. So then we're gonna cap this one and put it aside. And then our last one that we're gonna make is going to be our strawberry simple syrup. So this one, I'm kind of just winging it because I haven't actually made this before, but I thought it'd be a fun thing to try. So I'm using frozen strawberries. So we're actually gonna go head over to the stove and we are going to melt down the berries. So be right back. So welcome to the backside of my kitchen. Like I said, we're gonna be making the strawberry simple syrup, but for this one, I'm just gonna do a voiceover because I don't normally film like this. Like I said, we're just gonna try and wing this. First thing we're gonna wanna do is melt down the strawberries. So into a small saucepan, we're gonna throw 1 cup of water and 1.5 cups to 2 cups of strawberries. And we're gonna bring that water up to a boil. Make sure you cover it with a lid to make it go faster. Now that the water's up at a boil, we're gonna uncover our saucepan and turn down our heat to about a medium simmer. And then we're gonna let that sit for between 15 to 20 minutes just to let that strawberry flavor infuse into the water. If you see any foam forming on the top, just discard it with a spoon and a bowl like I'm doing right here. Yeah, you don't want that in your little mix. Awesome. Now that our strawberries have been sitting for about 15 to 20 minutes, you should see that most of the strawberries have lost a lot of their color, and then the color of the water is like a deep pink or like a dark red color, kind of like how mine is here. We're gonna turn off our heat and strain these out. We've got a little under a cup of our strawberry water, and we're just gonna mix in a cup of our sugar. There is our beautiful strawberry simple syrup. Now we're just gonna pour our strawberry simple syrup into our little container here and put this away. Then we'll cap that up. Perfect, so now we've got our 3 syrups. This is our simple syrup, our Demerara syrup, and then our strawberry syrup, which I'm so excited to use. And stay tuned because that will be in my next video. I will be using this, so watch for that. Like I said before, these are super easy to make and they will definitely elevate your cocktail game. Even just having simple syrup on hand is really good for if you've got a sweet tooth and you want nice drinks. So I would highly suggest making these. Super easy to make, and I'm happy that you could make them with me today. With that being said, if you like me and you like this channel, I would love it if you give me a like on this video and subscribe down below. If you have any more questions about these, or if you want me to make some other type of syrups or stuff like that, leave it in the comments below. I'd love to hear your guys' feedback. Thank you guys so much again for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!